Wow. Okay, number one. This is dimensional analysis. So what we've been doing for the past few days, last week, is leading up to dimensional analysis, unit rates and changing units and all kinds of fun stuff. All right. Number one. Okay, let's see if we can cancel anything out first. We can cancel out hours, right? Hours. What else can we cancel out? Any numbers? There is no 4. Okay, so I think we're done canceling out. We're left with labels on top. We have dollars. And on the bottom, we have day. And no, we got to multiply 6.75 times 8. So let's get our calculators. I'm going to turn the light down on mine so it's easier to see here. Okay, 6.75 times 8 gives us $54 a day. Hey, that's why it's safety week. Oh, I was so happy to find out it was safety week. I'm not sure, but I'm happy about it. Hey, I'll do some odds here, and you guys can do the evens. How about that? Number 3. So a lot of this is just dimensional unit rates. We've been doing that for a while. Well, I like to put this over 1. Keep things straight. Yep, we can cancel out hours. What? Huh? Do you need a sheet? Use our calculators. Let's see, we've got 65 times 3.5. I got 227.5. No, because I think, how many are in there? Leave me 1. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I got 227.5 miles over 1. So we could just say 227.5 miles. I just canceled out the labels.
Oh.
I didn't cancel out any numbers. 65 times 3.5 is 227.5.
Okay.
Okay, section B. This is where we multiply by the factor 1, right? In number 5's case. Okay, let's cancel out some labels here. Minutes. How about some numbers? No, but there's a factor of 24 that can go into 60. How about 12, right? So 12 goes into 24. 24 divided by 12 is 2. And 60 divided by 12 is 5. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay, so we got to be careful when we put this in our calculators. Because it's a fraction, what do we have left on top? Dollars and hours on the bottom. we have to be careful when we put this in our calculators because we're going to divide it by 2. We're going to change these to unit rates, right? So we want a 1 in the bottom. Let's see, 4.63 times 5, enter, 23.15, and we have 2 on the bottom. So we're going to then divide by 2, and we get 11.58 dollars per hour. With me?
Oh,
Everyone with me?
oh,
Who said no? Who screamed no? Who said that? Was that Trey? Burgess? Did you say no? Thought I- You got, will you stop? Questions, comments, concerns? Yes, Trey. The evens are going to be homework, yes. I'm doing the odds as example problems. Well, yeah, if you're not, you have to do every problem. I would highly suggest writing down the odds while I'm doing them. Let me get through the rest of them, and then I'll go over the one with you only, okay? Well, just copy down the answers. Got it? Okay. Number 7. Okay, anything we can cross out label-wise? Yep, cubic feet. Yeah, there's a little 3 up there. That's about it, right? I'm not even going to try to figure out if there's a factor in these. I'm just going to multiply. I'm just going to multiply them across and let the calculator do the work. Okay, so I'm going to have pounds in the numerator. Pounds in the numerator, and yeah, 62.5 in the top. And I'm going to have cubic inches in the denominator, 1728. And bring in my calculator. Let my calculator do the work. The 62.5 divided by 1728. Yeah, I think I'll go with 0.036. 0.063 pounds per cubic inch. Is it 0.03? Oh, you are correct. You are correct. My mistake. I switched the 6 and the 3. So 0.36. There we go. Thank you, Trey. Who said that? Was it? Oh, thank you, Burgess. All right, number 9. Yeah, I might just hours and miles. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to multiply across and let the calculator do the work. Yeah. So I get, well, first my label, feet on top, second on the bottom. I did? Okay, sorry. Son of a gun. 45, what is it?
37.
And 3,600 bottom. I get 66. So 66 feet per second. The number 11. Numero 11. Okay, we need to convert 70 miles per hour. Number 11. Okay, I need to convert 70 miles per hour to, so we're going to multiply this by something, and then that's going to equal feet per second. All right, because we got to multiply by a factor of 1 to get miles to feet and hours to, oh, we're going to have to multiply by 2. 2 factors, right? Okay, so we're going to have to multiply by 2 factors to get it to, what is it, feet? Because we got to change miles to feet. There's 1 factor. And seconds. So we're going to go from hours to seconds. There's my second factor of 1. Okay. Yeah, we should do it in pencil. You're right. I wish I. Will you stop it with your pill bottles? Okay, so we need 2 factors here. Here's 1 factor, and here's another factor. Now remember, right? We can only multiply by factors of 1, right? Okay, so the first thing, I need to go from miles to feet. I need a factor of 1 with dealing with miles and feet. And of course, we got to put the miles on the bottom so that they cancel out, which means my feet has to be in the top. Trey, I'm going to have you turn that off if you don't stop. You're singing and disturbing the class. Okay. How many feet are in 1 mile? That's right, 5,280 feet per 1 mile. All right, so I got miles converted to feet, and I need to get hours converted to seconds. Okay. Now, my hour is in the denominator, so I need my hour in the numerator so that they cancel out. And I need seconds. Seconds is a smaller unit, so how many seconds in 1 hour? That's minute, 3,600, right? 60 times 60. Now I think we're good because we got feet on top, seconds on the bottom. All we have to do, multiply things through. Are you ready? Are you ready? Huh? Are you ready? Okay. 70 times 5280 equals 369, 600. And what do we got on the bottom? 3,600. So I'm going to take my 369, 600, divided by 3,600, and I get 102.66. So 102.6 repeating feet per second. Not too bad, huh? That's probably the hardest one on here. Yeah, that's your chemistry science stuff going on that one. Chemistry will have huge long ones in scientific notation. What? I'm not sure. 3 years of science, right? So you need bio. Yeah. Forensics does substitute for one.
I had forensics.
Hey, number 13. Convert 1,500 miles. 1,500, number 13. 1,300 miles, I'm sorry, 1,500 miles per second. We need to convert it to miles per minute. So we don't need to convert the top. So we're just going to multiply it by one factor to change seconds to minutes, right? Right? So I need minutes on the bottom. See how I need minutes on the bottom and miles on the top. So only one factor because the numerator stays the same. So I need to come up with a factor of 1 dealing with seconds to minutes. Seconds is going to have to go on top so that they cancel out. And minutes on the bottom. Correct. So how many seconds is a smaller one? So how many seconds in 1 minute? Good. Okay. Actually, we got 1 on the bottom, so we're good for the bottom. 50 times 60, well, let's see. 15 times 6 is 90. And we got 1, 2, 3 zeros. 90,000 miles in a minute. Wow, that's like the space shuttle. You could either write it like that or 90,000 miles per minute. I better, let me multiply out. That seems a little fast, doesn't it? Yeah.
So I'm guessing.
Yep, 90, yeah, school bus. Yeah, depends on what bus driver you have. Okay. All right. Number 15.
30 miles per hour.
Okay, we have 30 miles per hour. We need to convert it to miles per week. Now, okay, so miles is okay. Miles to miles. We need to go from hours to weeks. There's not a whole lot of people that know how many hours are in a week. But there are just about everybody knows how many hours in a day. Then we know how many days are in a week. So I'm going to multiply by two factors to go from hours to day to week. That makes sense?
Yes.
So I'm going to have miles in the bottom, miles in the top, week in the bottom. It's going to be two steps here. Okay, again, I know how many hours are in one day. 24 hours in one day. And I also know that there's day, week, 7 days in 1 week. So let's see if my conversions work here. Hours, focus. Hours cancel out. Days cancel out, and I get miles week. Good. I have my ones on the bottom, so all I have to do is just multiply the top across, right? All righty, here we go. Got your calculators?
Seven.
5,000. This seems a little low. 30 times 24 times 7. 50, 40, yep. 5,040 miles per week. And if you want, you can write it like 50, 40 miles per week. Either way, I don't care. And we have some review. You can do all the review by yourself. So you have for practice/homework all the evens. So you have the even practice work. Even and 16 through 20. Questions? Any questions? Pam, don't take pictures of my classroom without permission. No questions? You have 17 minutes. What? Yeah, I did. I did my work. Now it's your turn to do your work. If you need help, please raise your hand. Come up here. I am here for you guys.